Morning guys, Crypto Casino here. Quick bit on Ben Armstrong and then a deeper dive into Vabble. And trust me on this guys, you want to watch this video to the end. I'll get through it as quick as I can, but I'm going to give you some key points on Vabble and dollar values and everything else. So it's quite exciting, or it should be exciting. Don't forget, like, subscribe and comment down below afterwards. And also, this is not financial advice. Anything I'll say is my own personal opinion, and you guys have got to do your own due diligence. Yes, so this is my own personal opinion. Right, rich dudes list. Yeah, Bitboy. Yeah, net worth 30 million. All I've really got to say on this with Bitboy at the moment is, Ben, go out there and reinvent yourself, mate. Yeah, you are Bitboy at the end of the day, not the other guys. Yeah, you worked your backside off over the years. Yeah. To build up a company and a brand name, just to have little sneaky little so-and-so's backhand you, so to speak. I've stopped watching the Bitboy channel at the moment because I don't believe in what's gone on. And yeah, I mean that's really my 2 cents on that. Ben, just reinvent yourself, mate. You know, you're the brand at the end of the day, not the team that's there. Vabble, guys. You know, you've got to really how do we put this? Right, where do we start with this? I'm going to try and break it down into segments, yeah, so that you can sort of like absorb how big Vabble can actually be, right? And what the price of your token could eventually be and everything else, right? First and foremost, Vabble is like Netflix on steroids. That's what I've always said. Yeah. You can watch it like Netflix, and at the same time you can co-watch, yeah, and you can order your food, right? If you watch any of my other videos, I've mentioned that before, right? So you can get digitally social with co-watching with your friends. See, look, I'm on a call, join in a few minutes, da-di-da-di-da, and then connect in. I mean, just the sneak peeks of this in the background looks beautiful, yeah? But these are the bits I want to get to, us as investors, right? How do you make money by investing in Babble? Right, there's various ways. One way is that you actually invest in the film production, right? So you buy your Babble tokens, you stake your Babble tokens for a minimum of 30 days. So that takes the circulating supply off, and we're going to get to this, yeah? This reduces the circulating supply, right? The lower the number, the higher the price, you know, possibly goes, right? So you invest in a film production. So first of all, the film has to pass governance, meaning us that are staking, yeah, for 30 days, yeah? And you have to stake for 30 days and you have to vote to earn rewards, yeah? So it's a very good system in the respect that, you know, some staking platforms and stuff, you stake, fire and forget. There's no interaction. You know, you throw your money in it and think, right, I'll look at that in another 6 months. Well, with Vabble, you've got to interact within the 30 days. Yeah, you've got to do voting if you want to earn some of the rewards. So very clever in my personal opinion on that, right? So build film investment portfolios by investing in cutting edge writers, directors and film studios for shares in NFTs, yeah? And tokenized IPs, yeah. Track to build liquidity with scaled investments. Now I like this bit, yeah. Keep track of your investments with our portfolio manager, making it easy to scale into investments and keep a moving flow of liquidity. Yeah, so you can have like a little portfolio. It might be, right, I've invested in, I don't know, James Bond, and you know, I've invested in the Planets Are Us or something, you know, and then you'll be able to track, you know, what the revenue's coming in on it and what you're actually earning, you know, bloody brilliant. So govern sand and experience opportunities, stake to vote on film proposals pitched by studios seeking investment with various levels of voting rewards issued once a month. All right, so as I was saying, you stake for that. For the studios now, Hollywood, you know, writers and actors and that, they're all getting fed up with what I call the oligarchs of the film industry. You know, let's say hypothetically Universal Studios. So you want to go and pitch your idea to Universal Studios, or you want to pitch your idea to Netflix. they might say, yeah, we like your script and everything else, but we want you to change this or we want you to change that. Yeah, well, that's not exactly what the writer wants. The writer wants it how he's put it. Yeah, so the good thing with Vabble is they get to put in what they want to put in, and us as investors get to vote. Yeah, we want to see this film or production, or we don't. Yeah. So if we go here, I'll explain this in a little bit more detail there. Then, so where is it? Here, right. So. Writers and the writers, director or producer, yeah, they issue a film application for the Launchpad, right? It goes to the Launchpad governance, which is us, yeah? So this is where we vote on it. This is where we've staked our Babble, and we're voting now whether we want to see this go into production or not. If it's 49% of votes or less, it will go into the film's unsuccessful, film application removed, yeah? Because we all think it's shit, right? If we think, oh yeah, this is a good idea, you know, this is going to be a fantastic film, yeah, and we're voting and it gets 51% of votes, the film's successful. So now the film then is on the Launchpad, yeah, it goes live on the Launchpad. This is where us as investors then can invest in funding the actual film. So the writer, director or producer receives the funding, they produce the film is released on Vabble, voila, yeah. So you're not only earning rewards in staking rewards, you can earn rewards in NFTs. You know, it might be a signed NFT from an actor. Yeah, I mean, imagine like The Rock. Imagine having a signed NFT from The Rock. You know, thanks guys for you know, investing in a film that I've done, something like that. Yeah, and they're going to be hosting stuff like AMAs and stuff like Ask Me Anything and stuff. Yeah, so. What this means is you're earning rewards through the staking. Yeah, you're getting a certain amount of APR rewards on that. You're also going to earn revenue from the actual film itself. Yeah. Now the revenue can be in different formats. You know, that I think that the actual film director or whatever, they will decide. You know, I should imagine there'll be criteria there. It might be, you know, we will give 1% of the revenue away, or it'll be. Invest in this and you get this particular NFT or whatever, yeah. So yeah, investors receive reward, yeah, and the film generates revenue. Investors receive reward. Da-di-da-di-da. Absolutely brilliant, yeah. Now let's get to the nitty gritty. Right, Netflix, 194 billion it's worth, yeah, on market capitalization. Now. I've done a couple of little times values and stuff like that just to try and give you an idea. So revenue, and this is only, look, quarterly financials, by the way, guys, 8.19 billion, yeah? Now, we'll get to this bit in a minute. Let's go to my fancy little slideshow thing, right? Dollar value, market cap, supply, right? I've kept it as simple as I can. I've done it on more or less the total supply, whereas really it should be circulating supply, but I've done it like this to keep things very, very conservative. Like I don't like to be one of these YouTubers that says, oh, it's going to 1000x, 100x, million x. I'll try to be realistic with a project, so that I don't want to get people's expectations up too high, but at the same time, you know, I'd like to try and be a bit real. So a $50 million market cap in a bull run is nothing for even some of the shite companies out there, right? So that's why I've decided to do this as a 50 million market cap for Babble, and its total supply near enough, yeah? That gets you 3.5 cents. Now, to give you an idea of that, that is over 30 times the value it is at this moment in time. Yeah, 30x, right? And I'm being very conservative here, guys. I really, really am, right? Netflix, as you see, now this was on quarterly. What, right, if Babble was only worth 1% of Netflix quarterly revenue, that is 81,900,000 per year. Yeah. Now, well, per quarter, but you know, I've done this as a complete year. You know, $82 million a year. So it's big business, guys. Yeah. 1% of Netflix total market capitalization at the moment. Yeah, he's 194 billion. 1% of that is 1.9 billion. Now, you could say, look, let's say we ended up being 1% the value of Netflix. The market cap is 1.9 billion. Well, if we was timesing it by the market cap of total supply, 1.4 billion, then Babble's going to be over $1, right? Right, see, there, this is Babble at $1. Right, since price per token is $1, right? Wouldn't that be great, guys? Multi-millionaires in the making. And the total number of tokens is 1.456 da-di-da-di-da. Yeah, the market cap would be 1.4 blah, blah, blah billion. Yeah. Now, this is the bit that I want you to really get your head around. Yeah, because it's normally times by, and quote me if I am wrong, I think it is times by the circulating, not total. But if we was to do it like that, we'll go to Filecoin in a minute and I'll explain on that. But the circulating supply of 833 million, right? So at $1, there'd be 833 million market cap. Plain and simple, isn't it? If we're doing it like that. Now, let's come out of this. Let's go back here. Now, Filecoin, where is Filecoin? 30 something, yeah, right. Filecoin, guys. Now, I've chose Filecoin because it's a similar sort of supply and always fit. It's actually got more. Look, 1.9 billion supply, Filecoin. But circulating is half of that of Babble. Now, this is where it comes to the staking part of it. Yeah. So when Babble is being staked, the circulating supply will go down. Hence market cap, as you can see, with Filecoin, it's at $3.21, guys, and the market cap of 1.4 billion. And this is Filecoin. Filecoin's been hundreds of dollars before, if I remember rightly. Yeah, look, $236, right? So, and it's got a market cap of 1.4 billion. So you see where I'm coming from with this, with regards to, we'll put it this way, if you just doubled the circulating supply of this now, you'd then have to sort of halve the $3.21. That would give you a price of Babble about $1.60. Is that right? Yeah, $1.60. All right. If you understand what I'm saying. So look, Babble 833 million circulating, Filecoin 445. They're not 100% figures, but roughly, guys. Yeah. So you just double that, and then you halve that. Yeah. So $1.50. With regards to Babble itself, so with the studios, yeah. So basically, they use customizable features to build your brand into Babble with your own studio profile, offering your films, NFTs, and more. Right. Finance and retain IP ownership. Yeah. Intellectual property. That means, by the way, guys, in case anyone wants to know, IP, intellectual property. Right. Yes, and I knew that. Right. Connect with investors to finance your production, distribute via Babble in a strict peer-to-peer reward model between you and your audiences while retaining ownership. Yeah, absolutely brilliant. So, lots coming out. Us as investors, there's going to be lots of different ways of revenue. And on top of that, I think it's going to be a fantastic platform. We can actually get to watch stuff that we actually vote on and want to watch, you know? So, you know, I do believe they're going to do stuff like short movies as well. You know, it could be a sort of a YouTube, Netflix sort of experience with Uber Eats and everything else thrown in. And, mate, it's so much what they're doing. Roadmap at the moment. Right, so by the end of this month, it should be Beta Live. Now, I'm not sure if this is for everyone or whether it's the ones that have signed up. Yeah, so what I mean by signed up is quickly go to the top, join the wait list if you haven't done so already, just a quick form to fill out, and then I should imagine you'll get an email when it's ready, basically. Yeah, so secret source, I want to know what that is, but Beta Live. The full launch, guys, I thought it was the end of next year. It's not, it's Q2 2024. Now, you can see what they've gone through and done at the moment. Yeah, I mean, they've done a shite ton of work. Yeah, and then bearing in mind, we've been through a bear market. Yeah, just come out of like the COVID era. yeah, and stuff like that, and they've bashed on a short period of time, in my opinion, to build and get a platform ready to go out there. Yeah, legal framework. Yeah, now what this is, what I do believe, don't quote me on this, but I did read it somewhere, where you're making sure that they're compliant in the US and all the rest of it, you know, of all the SEC stuff going on and stuff like that. So I think I've covered everything. Yeah, NFT from the rock, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, you can check the GitHub out. Guys, I think this is an absolute winner. Obviously, it's not financial advice, yeah? And that is basically that. So I can't wait for it to come out, and if you know, once I start playing around with the beta and that, I'll do some videos on it as well. I can't wait to do the staking part of it and get part of doing the voting part, etc, etc. So anyway, as always, be lucky in crypto and peace out.